Well, I went through the Tyros program that is sponsored by Kaiser. And through the program, I went through mentoring and went through preparing myself to be able to be in society as an impact. So when I look at my role, I look at my role as being something that has been missing out of a lot of urban environments, and that is manhood. Being a strong man that is able to live by the words that he speaks. In the Tyro program, the only person you can control is I. That's it. So as long as we control ourselves, we're able to reach other people through our example. You can't change people, but through changing yourself, you have the ability to teach people what change is. And that's the role that I want to play. I want to be consistent in the role of an example of what it is to be a man.
Have you seen, in your history and experience, have you seen these kinds of programs come through and fail and just move on?
Yes, and the reason why is because of the consistency. You have people that come in that care, and it's so few, and those few take on the bulk of the load, and it becomes too much. That's why I'm trying to step up to aid and assist in programs like Tyros, because people came in from the outside to help guys that were incarcerated, that are coming back into society. Goal is to take an individual that have made mistakes, help them through a process to come back in society, to add to society. Because these are the same people that are going to be coming home to work jobs, to be driving down the same streets as citizens that are being re-socialized back into society. All they are returning citizens. And I believe that the more people that step up to support programs like that, the healthier our city is, because the city is based around the population. When the people are better, life is better. When life is better, we're better.
So what makes Future Baltimore different and special for you?
There's many more opportunities. Right now, there is things going on in Baltimore that is calling for an outcry, and people are listening. Things have transpired, have happened, that are awakening a certain view. And this is like programs like Tyros, programs that are geared towards creating centers that are needed to help with the population, to help with people becoming better. And I believe the difference today than yesterday is more people care today.
Yeah, and that means a lot, because there's more passion. I mean, people.
Yes.
So what is, oh, okay, it's already, the next question was, what is different about Future Baltimore? So at the end of the day, how does it make you feel after having served in this capacity?
I feel good as a person because I'm doing something. We have room to complain, that means we have room.
If we could reset that, but because they won't hear my question, so if you could say maybe at the end of the day, I feel good as a person, set it up like that, because they won't really hear my question.
All right. Well, at the end of the day.
Oh, hang on one second. We got a bomber coming through. Okay, good.
At the end of the day, I know that I'm a good person. And I know by being this good person that I can affect others in a profound and positive way. At the end of the day, the only thing we can do is do what we're supposed to do. And hopefully people will learn from that example. See, people hear what you say, but it's what you do that becomes the loudest impact to a person's understanding. It's what's done so consistently that creates relevance in their life. A lot of people talk about change, they talk about building and caring, but programs like this are actually doing the work to show people that they truly care. And through that, belief starts to build. And with belief comes hope. And with that hope comes a new start. And I believe that if we continue down this path, that we give the opportunity of a new start towards a greater, more prosperous Baltimore.
So in a nutshell, how do you explain what this is that you're doing to friends and family? What do you say to them when they ask about this program?
Well, I'll say
What I
that,
want to say.
Hey, do you want me to ask them if they can?
Yeah, if you could ask about it.
I'm gonna say this. If we want better, we gotta know better. Because to know better is to do better. And we are in a state right now where there's a lot of things that we don't know that we need assistance with. And the proper programming will allow us to be able to gain the resources and the tools to be able to make effective move. You look at Baltimore City dealing with poverty, dealing with unemployment, dealing with child care, dealing with education. Programs like this are geared towards elevating those areas to enrich people. People make the world go round. Family is the cornerstone of community, but it's the individuals inside of the family that bring about that strength. If you strengthen the individuals by aiding them in the things that they need to assist them in becoming a better person, we can build stronger families. Stronger families build stronger communities. Stronger communities give us the ability to be able to build a greater city. We gotta start from the basics. We gotta start from the root. We start with the individuals and we build them and we gather them together to build back Baltimore.
Awesome. Is there anything you want to include? So, because what you've said has been great so far. Is there
Yeah, I would like to thank the Tyros program for the opportunity to be amongst caring people. I'd like to thank Kaiser Permanente for supporting programs such as Tyros. And I can't wait to see this center, because I already know that it's going to be something that is going to feed the city what it needs to create the synergy to pull everybody together.
How'd you find out about the program?
I actually found out about it through an employee that works here, Mr. Mallory Crawford, which is a close friend of the family, very nice guy, and he's very well connected in the community. So yeah, he helped me get into the program after I told him that I had just got laid off from a caregiver position. So yeah, that's how I heard about the program.
Yeah, not the conversation.
I always wanted to be a caregiver. I always wanted to work with older people, the elderly. I never really wanted to work with younger kids. But yeah.
Yeah, so
No, I've heard about other programs, but this is the program that was close to my home. And like I said, I knew someone in the program, so he was able to give me the information and all that. So that's why I'm here, this program.
and so do you feel this community?
Yes. I think Bond Secure Community Works is important to the community because you have girls like me that have one, maybe two children, and it's hard for us to get all the way out the county or all the way across the city. I'm literally 5 minutes away from Bond Secure. So I feel like this is a great program for the community because it's surrounding the community, and as you see, it's bringing out girls my age. Like, I think we have a class of 23 students, mostly female, 2 guys. So I think it's doing a good job in the community. We're not outside, we're not hanging around. We're focused, we're in class. I tell them the truth. I tell them that I just got laid off and that I was looking to further my career. And I didn't know which way to go. I didn't know what I was going to do next until I heard about this program. Like, oh, okay. I never really wanted to be a certified nursing assistant. Like I said, I just wanted to be a caregiver. And I wasn't comfortable with the changing of the diapers and stuff like that. So I got to a point where it was just like, you know what? You can do this. You can do this. And so I decided that this is what I wanted to do. And I'm gonna take it all away. But no, yeah, I was raised in this community. I was raised over West Baltimore since a child, yes. I moved to New Jersey for 4 years and then I moved back to Baltimore. So I'm back.
This is your home.
It's my home.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't have these type of programs through other hospitals. It's probably like one of the first programs that I've heard of. I'm sure that they have those programs, but I don't think they're doing a good job at getting it out there into the community to where though we're learning about it or we know about it. And with Bond Secure, it's like I even see them on Instagram. Like Bon Secure has an Instagram. Y'all have an Instagram, and it tells you all about graduation day and tells you about the certified nursing class and all that. So I don't see other stuff like that from no other hospitals.
Yeah, so for you,
Bon Secure Community Works is I think they're very helpful to the community. It's a nice thing. It's a beautiful thing to see out in the community. You have guys like Mr. Terry and Mr. Mort who literally will come knock on your door. You don't have that in the community. You don't have nobody coming to your door telling you, come on, let's go to class. Why you not in class? And that's what we need as a community, a support system for one. So I feel like Bon Secure Community Works supplies a support system, a support group for the youth. I feel like we can come and we can talk to our teachers and other people and, just get their insight or their input on certain things. So I think it's very helpful to the community, especially for young women. I would say that my community is rough and you got to be strong to survive. It's good in the community, but I feel like that comes from the people of the community. Like we're set up to fail. Where they put us in areas like West Baltimore, Pennsylvania Avenue. All right, y'all stay here. Don't go to Charles Street. Don't go here. Stay there. So it's like I feel like they try and keep us down. But like I said, this program is a stepping stone for a lot of young women. And we're going to rise above it, I believe, the community, with the helps of places like this. I'm always encouraging my homegirls. I even had a homegirl who called me last week and asked about the program. And she does hair. And for her to want to not stop doing hair, but just get into something else and then to be a certified nursing assistant, I think that's wonderful. I would say thank you guys so much, that I appreciate it and that I won't let y'all down. I just want to let them know that it's appreciative. Like I appreciate what I'm trying to say. I appreciate the chance. I appreciate the opportunity, to further my education for one, because I'm learning a lot of new things that I didn't know coming out of the caregiver position that I was working with. So I'm learning new things. So I just thank them for that. Thank them for believing in us. Thank them for the grants that was given, for the books and stuff like that. We didn't have to pay for any of our books, any materials. So thank y'all for that. It's so many things you can thank them for. So I'm just thankful to God.